2:15 a.m., nothing yet. What a surprise. Oh, and a note for Janet. The next time some idiot from the government shows up with a UFO scare, remind me to be someplace else. Yes, the faculty does not need a government grant this much. I should be home in bed. Oh, and Janet, for future reference, the motel here has cockroaches. I've just seen it, a streak across the sky, 10 miles out to sea. I estimate 100 miles in less than a second. Here comes another one. Seems to be turning. My God, it's coming straight at me! I've just seen it, a streak across the sky, 10 miles out to sea. I estimate 100 miles in less than a second. Here comes another one. Seems to be turning. My God, it's coming straight at me!
Malone, you're sure this is Professor Rickard's voice?
Absolutely sure, Minister. We have a matching voice print.
What was he doing exactly?
There have been 5 separate so-called UFO sightings in the Wilmington area. Now, Professor Rickard's job was simply to observe and then report, no more. He is now in hospital, seriously ill, unlikely apparently to recover.
Think you can make the charges stick?
With your evidence and ours, he'll be lucky they don't throw away the key.
Hey, you lousy feds. You're dead men. All of you.
Well, from one dead man to another. Thanks, Chris.
Pleasure.
You too, Sam.
Always glad to help the FBI.
My people know your faces.
Look, if you guys want to hang around for a couple of days.
We thought we'd take in New Orleans. Yeah, Mardi Gras. I've never seen it.
Oh, you'll like that.
Wherever you go, they will find you.
Minister, do you know of any defense project which might produce such an effect?
A weapon system, you mean?
Blinding people or badly burning them.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wait, Chris.
Yeah?
Who's doing the paperwork on the arrest? The FBI or us?
The feds. We're doing Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras?
Yep. Getting away from Malone.
And you want me to tell him?
Yeah? It's your job.
Thanks a lot.
This happened in America. Why didn't you ask the Pentagon?
Oh, I did, Minister, this morning.
And?
Well, they were as puzzled as we are. So was NASA.
There's your answer.
With all due respect, it isn't an answer. Yes?
The Texas drug baron, sir. Curtis and Keel say it's a wrap.
I tell them to get to Wilmington, will you?
They're asking for 2 days off, sir. Mardi Gras.
But you tell them to get to Wilmington and contact Miss Backus now.
Sir.
Minister, you know, and I know, that governments share certain secrets. Secrets they wouldn't think of sharing with anyone else. Sci-Fi, for instance.
Not at my level, Mr. Malone.
You have the ear of the Prime Minister. He, in turn, speaks regularly with the President of the United States.
So, you want me to find out if we have such a weapon?
Well, let me put it this way, Minister. If we do not have such a weapon, then either we have come face to face with a brand new enemy, or the aliens really have landed.
I can't promise you an answer, Malone. You understand that?
Mr. Spencer, have you heard from Miss Backus yet?
She's due to check in at 7:30 our time. I could call her if it's urgent.
No. I want to compromise her cover. Get me Mr. Curtis and Mr. Keel, will you?
I'm talking to them now, sir.
Put them on the loudspeaker.
Look, tell Malone we need a weekend off. Tell him we got malaria. Tell him...
All you need tell him is when you are in Wilmington. There are numerous flights out of Texas. Be on the next one.
I trust you got all that.
Yeah.
Well, no Mardi Gras?
No Mardi Gras. Spence says backup's already there, deep cover. Is this beginning to sound like overkill to you?
Overkill?
Yeah, you, me, and backup. The three of us for one UFO.
Don't joke about it. The guy was permanently blinded.
Yeah, but not by a UFO.
That's what the newspapers say.
Do I detect a closet believer?
Sam, is it the job that made you into a cynic, or is it written into your DNA?
Oh, come on. Aliens? UFOs? Give me a break.
I saw one once.
What?
In the Navy. We're at 40,000 feet, Mach 2. Suddenly there's big lights hovering alongside of us. 1 second later, it's 20 miles ahead, then pow. It's gone.
Where were you? Bermuda Triangle?
Something like that. Next exit. Airport's on the left.
There have been a number of sightings beyond Wilmington. Kenya, Egypt, Spain.
All the same description, sir.
Yes, always the same. A flash of light at great speed across the sky.
Freak weather conditions? Electric storms?
Professor Ricard is not the sort of man who sees a flash of light in the sky and thinks it is a spacecraft. He happens to be one of the best astrophysicists at MIT.
So what do you think he saw?
I have no idea what he saw. It is our job to find out what he saw. Concentrate on all sightings of a similar kind throughout the world in the last 5 years. Carry on.
Dr. Davison?
Yes.
Sam Curtis, Sci-Fi.
Chris Q. Don't you people ever coordinate your activities? We've had the CIA, the FBI, and now you. My patient is deteriorating. He is fighting for his life. If I had the power, I'd ban all of you from the building.
Sorry, Doctor, but now we need to see him.
Dr. Forrest, dial 118, please. Dr. Forrest, please
He's right in here.
118.
You have 5 minutes. Do you understand that? 5 minutes.
Thank you.
Dr. Travers, you have considered the main problem.
Professor Ricard. Professor, we're from Sci-Fi.
Professor, we need to know what happened. Can you tell us what you saw?
Space.
Space.
Light beyond atmosphere. Not terrestrial.
Not terrestrial.
Those are his exact words, sir. Lights beyond atmosphere, not terrestrial.
And he actually used the word space. All right. Explore the whole area. Keep a low profile. Miss Backus will contact you.
Sir.
Not terrestrial.
Skeptical.
Kind of shocked.
Malone wouldn't be shocked if you wired him to a power station.
Next try. Well, Ricard's not the only one who thinks it came from space.
It's the Woodstock Survivors Club.
Is this where it happened?
Yeah. And they'll be coming back.
They?
The Naiads. The only beings who can substantiate in the vacuum of space.
You never saw the Naiads in the African cave paintings?
Only on TV.
This is Sam, I'm Chris.
Tony West.
How you doing?
This is Spider. You gonna be staying tonight?
Well, that depends on the Naiads.
So what makes you think they'll be coming back?
It's in Nostradamus.
Yeah.
14th quatrain. You are familiar with Nostradamus.
Every word.
Look at that, Sam. What are you, reporters?
Bird watchers.
Bird watchers. Well, you're too late for birds, man. The bird's flown. Gone to Nevada.
What bird?
The chopper, the one they flew him out in.
Who, the professor?
Sure, they flew him out of here as soon as they found him. Buried him in the desert just like all the rest.
He means the silo in Nevada, where the government keeps them under wraps, you know, abductees and such.
Is that the silo with all the Roswell stuff? Must be getting pretty crowded down there by now.
You're pretty funny for a bird watcher.
Listen, we gotta hit the road. I'm starving.
Sure you won't stay? Hey, dude, we got brown rice.
We'll try our luck at the hotel. Thanks anyway.
See you around.
Not if I see you first.
What's the matter with you?
Geeks like that get on my wick.
Why, because he believes in things that you don't?
Come on, people buried in silos? Give me a break.
So who do you think they are?
Newsmen. Or cops.
Uh-oh, wrong type.
Just the same, we better tell the boss man.
Just because some things don't have a rational explanation doesn't make them impossible to believe.
Does for me.
Most of the world believes in God in some form or another, yet no living person's ever laid eyes on him. How rational is that? Check out the motel.
And don't forget to use the scrambler.
What do you take me for? Hey, Doc, it's me, Spider.
Yes?
Yeah, we had two guys nosing around here. They could be newspaper men, but no pictures and all the wrong questions. Didn't seem like cops either. We can't place them.
TV people? Movie types?
Could be.
Kevin Casey here, Doctor.
Yes, Kevin.
I think you just hit the nail on the head. Maybe we should sell on the TV rights.
Money's the one thing we won't be needing. If they bother you, take them out. Just make sure nobody finds the bodies.
You got it.
Pick up the girl first.
Yeah, why not? Women make good cover, make everything look normal.
You ready?
Let's do it.
Ricard stayed here?
According to Malone. And there's his room.
Let's go. Two beers.
Here. What happened to the connoisseur?
Aliens got him.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Jerry, how you doing?
Good.
So I was in San Fran, and I was having this.
You don't have to buy me a beer, but I'd appreciate it.
You're right, I don't have to buy you a beer, and I'm glad you appreciate it.
So when you're not bird watching, what do you do for a living?
I'm a biscuit designer. How about yourself?
Hey, isn't anyone going to introduce me?
Yeah, Joni, this is, what'd you say your names were?
I'm Chris. This is Sam.
Joan Dyson. I'm with the New Truth magazine. How about you come and join us for a drink?
All right. So you been to the headland yet? Where it happened?
Oh, you mean the welcome camp? That's what we call it. Everyone's waiting to meet the aliens. We just want to make contact.
But what if they're hostile?
They're not.
So what happened to the scientist?
The usual government cover-up. They do it to anyone who makes contact. They take them away and keep them under wraps. I'd say he's in Oregon by now.
What magazine did you say you work for again?
The New Truth. Have you never seen it on the stands?
Hey, you're famous.
You should have been here yesterday. They were all here. CNN, CBS, just about everybody. It's a shame what happened to the old professor, though. I heard all that they found was his shoes. What can I get you guys?
Sir.
What is it?
This is like walking through molasses. There have been over 9,000 reported incidents. Unexplained objects, lights in the sky in the last 5 years. But most of them are just rambling accounts. I was medically examined in a spaceship, that kind of thing.
And how many tally with Professor Ricard's description?
Some come close, but they're all different.
And it was scorched earth or grass?
One guy claimed a whole field was burnt, but it's uncorroborated.
Blindness, medically confirmed?
Not so far.
All right, just leave them all with me. I'll read them later.
Sir, can I ask a question? There are many books on UFOs, hundreds of magazine articles, and all they ever seem to have is a couple of blurred photos. There could be a comet or a frisbee or anything. Nobody ever seems to get a decent picture or comes back with a souvenir.
That was a statement. What's your question?
Well, shouldn't we be looking for something man-made? Like a weather control experiment or a weapon of some kind?
That is exactly what I have been doing for the past 3 hours. If I find out anything, sir, you'll be the first to know.
I hope you had a good trip. Where's the manta?
Outside territorial waters. Doctor, you know the risk I'm running coming here, yes?
It probably equals the risk I'm running, inviting you here. Shall we eat?
You must forgive my routine, but there have been 2 attempts on my life this year alone. Now, tell me about the merchandise.
So how long have you been a journalist?
Long enough.
Now that I've met you, I'm gonna get new truth every month.
You mean I won't be riding into a black hole?
Your friend's taking his time, isn't he?
Here. Take his beer.
Can't wait to read your article on Professor Ricard. So what do you plan to say?
The truth, of course. He made a sighting and the government kept him quiet. Isn't that what you believe, too?
Sure.
Yeah, they do it all the time. Hey, next thing you know, they'll be telling us he died in the hospital.
It's accurate to within 6 feet.
From 22,000 miles? That's incredible.
I was working on an even more accurate version when they canceled the program.
Against moving targets.
That's right. Even the threat of it scared the Russians. They couldn't match it, so we won. The Soviet Union just gave up.
Your country has much to thank you for, Doctor.
They don't see it that way.
What is your price?
$500 million. Coffee.
Why don't you come back with us? To keep the vigil.
You think they're gonna come back tonight?
Who knows?
Yes, Undersecretary. I know it is 3 o'clock in the morning. My God, I know it's 3 o'clock in the morning. But I need to speak with her urgently. Please arrange it. Walking through molasses. More like hitting concrete.
Spider here wants us to join the vigil.
Could be interesting.
The word is enlightening. Personally, I can't wait.
Just them, not you.
Excuse me?
Oh, there's not enough room in the trailer.
What?
Yeah, we got equipment in there, special stuff.
Stuff they can see and I can't.
You're a journalist.
Like I'm gonna spread your secrets all over the world.
You're not invited, so shut up. Are you coming or not?
After you.
See you around.
It will be a small demonstration. Just 2% of full capacity.
But powerful enough to convince me, I hope.
Even 1% makes headlines. Which is why I have men out there putting the press off the scent.
Men? There are others who know about this?
Only 2. Ex-special forces used to keeping their mouths shut.
Anyone can be made to talk, Doctor.
Not if they're dead. Follow me. From here, at the touch of a button, I could destroy almost any target in Europe or the Middle East. Tonight will be more modest. Come with me.
Come inside the trailer. See what we do.
See that secret stuff?
It'll blow your mind.
Yeah, I'll bet. Hey, no wonder you want to keep this place secret. In your shoes, I won't let anyone see it.
Shut your mouth. In case you're wondering, nobody out there will admit to hearing a thing. Now, who the hell are you?
Do you know what I'm going to miss about you, Spider?
What's that?
Your natural charm.
happened?
They took a nap.
Well, who are they?
You don't know either?
I only met them last night. Place was crawling with reporters. I was trying to be their new best friend.
Yeah, we noticed.
So what did they say? What's their angle?
All day yesterday, they're telling reporters about UFOs and alien landings. They pulled a real number on the New York Times.
Smokescreen? Put the press off the scent?
That's what I thought.
So what are they trying to cover up?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Unbelievable.
That was 2% of capacity. On full power, it'll sink any ship, destroy any building.
It is possible that I may find a buyer.
Mr. Shibati, let us respect one another. You're the biggest arms dealer in the world. With merchandise like that on offer, I'm sure that you already have a buyer interested.
Doctor, anybody can blow up a truck. At the price you're asking, any buyer would need to see the full power.
So let him choose his target. The Empire State Building, Buckingham Palace. He'll be able to see the results on the news.
They came on to me as soon as I arrived. Well, Casey did.
We noticed.
What is it with the two of you? I was undercover, okay? Remember Little Miss Journalist?
Right.
Right.
So what happened when the real press arrived?
Casey was all over them, and so was Spider.
Nostradamus and the Naiads, right?
Everything but Elvis.
Sounds like they did a good job.
Yes, but if they were a part of it, how come they got vaporized?
Maybe the thing was aimed at us. Maybe we were the target.
They found us, sir. Vid 4.
About time. Ah, Minister, you got my facts, then?
Yes. All three of your agents were there when it happened. Actually on the ground.
Indeed, yes. They were no more than 20 yards away. Minister, I really do need your help now.
We've had this conversation before.
But this is different, Minister. There are still certain NATO files to which CI5 is denied access.
I thought you were granted clearance years ago.
Apparently not.
Which files are you referring to?
The SDI files, 1983. I need to know exactly what is in them.
At this time of night?
Minister, I really am sorry that you...
I'll call NATO headquarters, but this better be important.
Minister, I really do apologize. Minister. Mr. Spencer, what do you want?
Sir, if we need those files immediately, Richard says he might be able to hack into the NATO mainframe.
Come on. Hack, man. So tell him to try.
Right.
Somebody's shooting at us from space, Chris.
You saw it. Where else could it have come from?
Chris, it's not little green men if that's what you're leading.
Can we get something clear here, Sam? I'm not a New Age freak. I never heard of Naiads, and I don't believe in astrology. But something came out of the sky tonight, and it wasn't a bird with indigestion.
Come on, guys, we need a lead. We've got nothing.
Well, not quite nothing. What does the name Nanta mean to you?
Nanta.
Professor Ricard's notes from 2 nights ago. 10:30, NV Nanta east of headland. Sailed away almost to horizon, then stopped.
So it's a ship.
Mm-hmm. Noon, Nanta still there. Wonder what he wants.
He? Who's he?
Well, unless I've got my names confused, I think Nanta is Shabadi's yacht.
He sends Shabadi. Supplies half of Africa with arms.
Not just Africa, the Middle East, too.
The laser will be fully charged, courtesy of the sun, an endless source of power.
Not endless, Doctor. Not endless at all. As soon as the West knows what is happening, they could shoot your satellite out of the sky.
You know as well as I do that would take weeks to prepare for. In the meantime, your buyer can win any war he likes.
But very expensively,
$500 million is less than the price of an aircraft carrier.
So, now we have an arms dealer and a weapon.
Exactly. And if you're a skeptic like me, it's hard to believe in coincidences. Time to call Malone?
4-5.
Malone, I've done my best, but you're going to have to wait until the clearance committee meets on Monday.
I see. Well, thank you very much for trying, Minister.
Even then, you may not be granted clearance.
Oh, dear. Well, that would be a pity, Minister.
Yes, but it's understandable. The contents of the files you're asking for brought an end to the Cold War, the Star Wars project. Only a few dozen people have ever seen them. Malone, are you listening?
Oh, yes, Minister. To every word.
We'll talk tomorrow.
I really do look forward to that, Minister. Au revoir.
If only she knew. We've got the lot.
Thanks to Mr. Richards.
Sir, Keel just called. They think Ihsan Shabadi's in the area. His yacht's anchored just outside Wilmington.
Ihsan Shabadi. Well, well, well. Mr. Spencer called up a surveillance satellite. I want a sweep of the whole North Carolina coast, particularly the Wilmington area. When you've done that, get everybody working on this Star Wars project.
Looking for what, sir?
Misfits. Anybody who bore a grudge whilst they were working on the project. Anyone who was passed over for promotion. Anyone who had strong political views, and above all, a senior man who fell out with the team.
Right.
The event has made headlines all over the world. For the second time in 2 days, the Carolina coast has been hit by what some people think is a meteorite, and others are calling an alien attack. Several eyewitnesses saw the impact, and even they can't agree on what caused it. Gloria Celsus of Richmond, Virginia, was there when it happened.
As soon as I saw the light, I knew it was a message from the Pleiades. Like a warning, you know? They've been watching us for 1,000 years, and now they're talking to us, telling us to change.
Oh, come on! I'm Jeff Penny, by the way. I was there. I saw it, too. It was a comet, definitely. Long tail, bright light, burning up in the atmosphere. A classic comet, definitely. Look, if I had a camera, I could prove it. Anyone who thinks otherwise is just self-delusional, wanting to believe in spacecraft.
Okay, got your picture. Is that it, top right? Is that the Nanta?
Spence, can you enlarge this?
I'll try. The trouble is, the closer we zoom, the worse the picture gets.
Miss Barkers, there's a certain amount of haze in the atmosphere. Earlier on, we did have a very good picture. We saw the name quite clearly. It is the Nanta.
What do we do now, sir?
We wait.
It's way offshore.
It's avoiding the Coast Guard.
That figures. He's wanted in 6 countries.
Sir.
Oh, thank God for that. Excuse me.
What's that? The grudge list?
Yeah. Half the people who worked on the Star Wars project seem to be on it.
If Malone's right and this Star Wars satellite's still up in space, well, how come they didn't disable it?
Maybe they did.
Or maybe they just took away the Earth station that controlled it.
One left it up there, circling the world forever.
Why not? The U.S. Navy's got warships sitting around since the 60s. Mothballed.
Yeah, but who has the know-how to bring a thing like that back to life?
Not Shabadi, that's for sure. He's just an arms dealer.
So it's got to be someone with a scientific brain.
Good morning, Mr. Shabadi. I trust you slept well? Good. So tell me, has your buyer decided yet? Further demonstration, I don't understand. What kind of demonstration? Why can't you tell me now? Very well, I'll see you within the hour.
Mr. Spencer!
Sir?
You had a boss who fired you and then took credit for everything you'd done. How would you feel?
Furious. Why?
Well, it's happened to this man on the Star Wars project, Dr. James L. Stoner.
You think he's our man?
Well, if he isn't, it's quite a coincidence, because his boss, the scientist, died 2 days ago, was Professor Ricard.
100 miles in less than a second. Here comes another one. Seems to be turning. My God, it's coming straight at me!
I got you in the end, Peter Ricard. I got you in the end.
Listen, everybody. We have to find a certain scientist called James L. Stoner. Now, we start with the universities, and failing that, we move on to the commercial companies. Thank you. Stoner, S-T-O-N-E-R.
Do you have any idea how many James Stoners there are in the United States? More than 3,000. 92 with doctorates, and our man doesn't seem to be among them.
Well, check the death registries. Maybe he's kicked it.
Aren't they meant to be doing that back at HQ?
They are. I'm just trying to get a jump on them.
Sir? Sir, there's a Dr. J. Stoner at UCLA.
No, that's John. He is a biochemist. The man we're looking for is James L., physicist.
Sorry, sir.
That's all right.
Sir, astrophysicist. Educated Princeton. Doctorate 1971.
Yes, could be. Where is he?
No known address.
Credit card lists, driver's licenses, anything.
Spence, punch up your satellite. I can see movement near the Nanta.
Got it. Looks like a small boat leaving the big one. Coming inshore fast.
Keep monitoring it. I'm going to make sure that we know where it docks.
We're going to lose the satellite in 4 minutes.
Damn.
It's almost over the horizon now.
Damn it.
We lose the satellite in 4 minutes.
Well, let's take a chance. Anything's better than sitting here.
It's definitely heading south, going towards the harbor.
Copy that.
How far's the boat from the harbor?
About 300 yards.
We're going to lose the satellite.
No.
Satellite's gone.
Any indication which direction it might head inside the harbor, left or right?
You mean, do I have a crystal ball?
Don't be cheeky, Mr. Spencer. Miss Backus, how far are you from the harbor now?
6 miles.
Oh, by the time we get there, wherever it was will have landed.
And we don't even know what the boat looks like.
Sir, we're not even having any luck with Stoner either. He's not on any of the usual lists. It's like he doesn't exist.
Keep trying, Mr. Richards. Keep trying.
What the hell were we doing at the headland when it's all happening in town?
We didn't know that then. It seemed like the place to be.
Come on, we're supposed to anticipate these things.
Chris, relax. It's not over yet. Oh.
Great.
Deedpoll!
Sir?
He's changed his name by Deedpoll. It has to be that. You and Richards, check it out.
Federal Register. Name changes.
No problem.
Did you see the look on that cop's face when he opened the trunk?
Well, a couple of Uzis and 8 full mags would be kind of shocking, don't you think?
So what do we do now?
I could murder a pizza.
Hey, there's a great seafood restaurant down in the harbor.
Have we earned it?
You're right. Pizza.
$2 billion in 1985 money, and so secret, even the graphics were generated in-house.
It's magnificent.
And the only one of its kind. It took me 4 years to recreate the control system. And this is it, right here in this room, thanks to miniaturization.
How do the trigger signals reach the laser?
Simple transmitter up there on the roof.
Now, if my buyers are satisfied this morning, who shall I say will operate it?
I will teach whomever he nominates.
Is the firing mechanism complex?
As you would expect. 4 fail-safe systems, each with 3 layers. It's not the simplest of toys.
And what releases the fail-safe systems? How does the weapon go live?
Simple thumbprint. In those days, it required the president's print. That was long ago.
And now?
Mine, of course.
Of course. Your print activates the system. Doctor, many people have tried to sell weapons to my clients. Some have worked, some have not. Before parting with $500 million, he needs to be sure that your Star Wars laser is as powerful as you say it is.
I think you know the answer to that.
Yes. At full power, you could destroy an aircraft carrier, yes? Thousands of tons of steel?
On the move, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
If I knew the exact coordinates.
Okay, then, how about an easier target? One that doesn't move. For example, the Eiffel Tower?
Eiffel Tower?
So with the exact coordinates, you could destroy it, Doctor. Now?
There he is. James Caslett.
Mr. Curtis, Mr. Keel.
We found him. He's changed his name to Caslett. James Caslett.
1455 River Road, Wilmington.
We're on our way.
Yes!
Yes!
You say 4 minutes. Great. We'll make lunchtime news. Do you know Paris well, Doctor?
My daughter's at the Sorbonne.
Ah. Coffee? I doubt there's another landmark in the world that is so elegantly situated between 2 museums.
People. People.
What people?
At the tower, there'll be hundreds of people.
Is that a surprise to you, Doctor?
I can't do it. The deal's off.
You're committed. There is no turning back.
No, I can't do it. I'm not a killer.
Last night, from this very room, you killed 2 men.
They were soldiers, fighting men, and I regret it. I can't explain.
And Ricard? You killed Ricard.
I hated him. He destroyed me.
It's left here.
My client is not a forgiving man, Doctor. If you only knew who he was...
I know exactly who he is. He's murdered thousands, tens of thousands.
You are a dead man. He will hunt you down.
To hell with him.
Go right.
And you get out. Get out now. Now.
Go! Idiot! Go! No! You idiot! How does the weapon go live?
Simple thumbprint.
Your print activates the system. Help me with this! Do it! Now!
2 down back there.
Stoner?
He's one of them. Shabani got away.
Where's backup? Where were you?
Mopping up.
Calling Malone?
FBI. He's an illegal alien.